Hi, everybody. It's your old pal Chuck, and we're back with another Constructbots review. Today, we're taking a look at the newly released Elite Class Optimus Prime. Um, this is a single pack release, and he comes with some different parts, so you're making a somewhat different truck mode than the larger 2 pack with Megatron. Also, the red parts, as you can see here in the back, are done in translucent plastic. One thing I do like is this is, as of right now, the first vehicle one I have that has somewhat of a closed back, where it really gives it more of a cohesive vehicle mode. Like all the other construct bots, there are multiple pegs and hole points to add and clip on various extra parts and weapons. Make your own thing out of it. But this is the basic mode, and I have to say I kind of like it. It's Optimus Prime. I mean, it's a truck. It looks to borrow from the movie design with the longer cab section, but there are, of course, some nods back to the original G1 figure. Since, as I've mentioned in my other reviews, all the Constructbots transform completely the same. We're just going to skip over the transformation. Although I do want to point out this one part here in the back, which was that new section. It basically just pegs together, and then you want to roll those rear wheel wells down and just fold it out. And yep, that's basically the only thing that's sort of new. And then it just transforms normally from there. So let's do a little pause, and we'll get into robot mode. And here's Prime in his robot mode. As you can see, the additional pieces for the truck mode really hang off the side here and make an excessive amount of arm kibble, more so than, say, Ironhide or one of the other land-based vehicles. I do like the color of the skeleton, that nice turquoise, more like a sky blue maybe, but it does come together quite nicely. He has the same articulation as every other Constructbot. He's the same size as every other Constructbot, whether it's Scout or Elite like this. That's just one of those little things about the line. Unfortunately, the arm kibble does sometimes limit articulation and has to be moved out of the way. As you can see, to move the elbows up like I do, I've had to roll the whole unit forward ever so slightly. I mean, those are things you can adjust on your own. Now, one thing I did find interesting, and I did do comparisons of, this actually has a different head than the 2-pack Optimus Prime. So let me come in and give you a look at it right now. And here's the head. Now, in my opinion, it looks a little bit more anime-ish, very angular, and notice the eyes very raised into the head, sort of like almost bug-like. So I think it's very striking, and it's not something that I can say we've seen a design of before with Optimus Prime. Very slender, the curved at his horns. So yeah, and like I said, this is different than the 2-pack one. The 2-pack one, if I remember correctly, has a much more square head that has little bolts coming up the side. One thing I should mention is that in transforming it to vehicle mode, there is an issue that sometimes the horns just don't are just clearing it just enough. So yeah, that might be an issue for some. I keep an eye on it. Don't want to scrape the paint, but that's him. And yep. So let me give you my final thoughts. Like most construct bots, or I should say all of them, the fun of the figure is in the building. But, it gets repetitive. It's the same steps, it's the same construction. So really, I always say I can recommend these on if you like the look of the figure. And I do like the look of Optimus Prime here in his robot mode and his vehicle mode. If you already have the Optimus Prime from the 2-pack, I'm not sure if I can recommend this one over him because of the whole, just a couple extra parts, some translucent parts, and a new head. If you like this look, then go ahead and get it. If you haven't bought an Optimus Prime yet, or a Megatron, since they're both released now individually as Elite Class figures, go online, compare some images, compare reviews, and see which ones you like more. Other than that, that's about all I can say. This is your old pal Chuck for Optimus Prime. We'll see you next time.